Hi folks, John on the Wingman 115 channel. Thanks for checking in. Tonight we're going to be doing a little bit of shooting with a bow that I've had in my lineup for probably about 4 or 5 years now. It is the Bear Montana Longbow. Now I've done a full review on this bow. I'll leave links in the video description below. This is a 50-pound longbow. I'm shooting gold tip, the Ted Nugent style, 500 spine. I believe they're cut to 28.5 inches. I have a short draw. It's somewhere about 26.5 to 26 3/4. So I'm running, I think, a $125 up front. Let's send a few downrange cold shots. We keep it real. Haven't shot this bow in probably 7 or 8 months. I'll tell you what, these Montana longbows, you can't go wrong with them. Boy, we're keeping it real tonight, let me tell you. I'm shotgun shooting, it looks like. Now, let's keep it real. As always, we don't do any crazy Hollywood antics here. None of this sneaky peeky stuff. We're going to show you straight up because real world, not always going to hit the X. And tonight is no exception. So, what, 6 cold shots with this? Oh, by the way, if Delta McKenzie wants to sponsor the channel with a new target, I would be more than glad to take your sponsorship. So let's set up a camera where we'll shoot towards the target. You guys will get to see the arrows coming in hot, and we'll see if the groups tighten up a little bit. We're praying that we don't hit the iPhone. Well, we're getting better. Second volley. So 110, a 9, an 8. We're getting it right. Part of the challenge is that sticking to one bow. Unfortunately, I love so many different types of bows, longbows, hybrid longbows, recurves, takedown bows. It's hard for me to stick to just one bow and just shoot consistently day after day because a lot of times I just get bored. I just love this sport so much. But my advice, kids out there, stick to one bow, practice, practice, practice. I need more practice. So let's take the camera back down. Always that one. But we're getting better. That's the 18th arrow. So a little bit of practice and just warming up is all it takes. But let's go back to the 15-yard pin and we'll talk about the bow a little bit. I get a lot of folks that message me and they go, hey John, what sort of systems should I get? Should I get a recurve? Should I get a takedown? Should I get a longbow? Should I get a hybrid longbow? Should I get an ILF bow? The list goes on and on and on. And the first thing that I ask them, I go, is what is your intention? What are you trying to do with your archery? Are you a novice and you're just learning? Because that's going to be totally different than if you're an intermediate or if you're striving to be that expert. And the tackle is going to change a little bit with that. If you're just starting out, I would start out inexpensive. Get yourself a Southwest archery bow. They also make long bows. They make ILF bows, and they make takedown recurve bows. And for a relatively inexpensive amount of money, you can get in the sport, one, and decide if you like the sport. If you decide that you like the sport, then we go to step two. What sort of genre are you interested in? Some people like to just do competitions, 70-meter competitions, indoor competitions on paper, 3D shoots. Then there's people that just like to shoot bales in their backyard and hunt. All of them are awesome, and that's what makes our sport so awesome, is that there's a lot of variety in what we can do, and there's no wrong way really to do it. Next would be the style of archery that you want to do. Now, a grip on a longbow is going to be, on a traditional longbow, is going to be different than on a modern recurve. A modern recurve has more of a pistol grip, so you have more of a pocket for the webbing of your hand to fit in, as opposed to a longbow, and even like the more traditional Howard Hill style longbows that are just flat, and it's just a totally different grip. That's why I said earlier, I shoot a lot of different bows, and sometimes it takes me 20, 30, 40 arrows for my brain to click back on how to shoot that bow, that style, because the way you're going to hold the bow is different on a longbow traditionally than on a modern recurve bow. Now, there are hybrid longbows. I have a couple. I have an old mountain Mesa. I've done a review on that. I'll leave links in the video description below on that. Awesome bow, awesome grip. I don't think you can find them anymore. If you see them on eBay, or if you see them on the Three Rivers Archery page, scoop them up. They're really good bows. But that's not taking anything away from this bow. The Montana in Bear's lineup is a workhorse for their longbow category, and they have, I think, 3 longbows currently out there on the market. Affordability, great. The weight of availability on these bows is awesome. In my review, I go through all that, and just the workmanship of these bows. Just beautiful, beautiful pieces of art, in my opinion. I'm a fanboy of trad archery. So if you have any questions about getting started, if you have any questions about gear, I'm not going to say that I'm some uber expert, but I've been doing this for quite a while. I read a lot. I'm out here in my yard. I'm shooting quite a bit. I may be able to help you, or I can steer you in the right direction to someone who can help you. I don't pretend to know it all. I don't think anybody will ever know it all in the sport of traditional archery. There's just so many things to constantly improve on, and that's what makes it so challenging and so fun. I don't think anybody ever achieves like a grand master status, because there's too many variables. There's a lot of good shooters out there, and a lot of them are shooting instinctive or gap or split vision, and the list goes on and on. It all depends on how your mind processes information, and we can do a video on that at a separate date if you folks are into that sort of stuff. My buddy Jaime and I, we can sit down, we can talk about that for days. We could do a series on it. If you folks are interested, leave it in the comments below. With that, I'm going to shoot 6 more arrows because we're starting to lose daylight. So let's get her done. Oh, the biggest thing I want you folks to take out of these videos is to have fun. If you're not having fun, then you're not going to, one, improve, and you're not going to put in the time and the effort to get better. So my advice, keep it fun. I would stay out of the competitions for a little while, just so you can get your head in the game. And because sometimes competitions can psych a person out. Now, I've done a few 3D shoots, and I don't know. I just like shooting in my backyard. I like shooting with my buddies. I'm not really into the scene where we're playing for score, and that's okay. There's people that do, and I think that's what makes the sport better as far as gear and stuff like that. but find your niche. Be your type of archer that you want to be. And that's the great thing about our sport. There's something about a shot when you release and it just feels good. You just know that it's going to hit. Not that one. The hardest part about doing these videos is concentrating enough to shoot and keeping in mind that you guys are watching me, and YouTube is ruthless out there. But I appreciate everything that you folks do for my channel, for me. I wouldn't have the Wingman 115 channel if it wasn't for you folks out there. The crew that follows along. So, we always show our wins, and we also show our keep it real. So, actually, first shot was dead center. Boom. Then I shanked one. That's what I was talking about. Because you lose focus for just a second in trad archery, and it's done. Usually I'll pick that spot and I'll try to focus on it with laser vision. But I get distracted with the camera on. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you like real life stuff. If you're on the line shooting at a club or stuff like that, people are watching you. Totally different game. And it makes you a better archer. That's why I do these videos as well on camera. It forces me to try to shoot better because the world is watching. But that's where we are tonight. We're going to wrap it up with what I always tell you folks. I want you to make it a mission to try to introduce someone new into trad archery, whether it's a young person, even a retired person. I mean, there's draw weights, 25, 30 pounds, 35 pounds, that a senior citizen could pull no problem, go with a lighter spined arrow. Hey, they're getting arrow speeds that are up there with a 50-pound bow. So find someone, teach them this lovely sport. It's my mission that this sport grows, and the only way it grows is by teaching other people. That's why I'm putting out these videos. That's why I'm trying to inspire folks to get out there and shoot. You're not going to win every match, and that's okay. You're having fun. You're out here, and you're just plinking around, and the only thing that matters is what matters to you. And if you're having fun doing it, and you're growing, and you're feeling fulfilled in the sport, then that's a win. We've won. So with that, this is John with the Wingman 115 channel. I'm having fun in my backyard, and I invite you to have fun as well. Folks, I'll see you next time on another video. Take care.